YouTube collectors, what's up? We have an onslaught of cars here. This is running on empty Series 4. Yeah, these ones cut open, but I have a couple of sealed cases that we're going to crack open here that I'm sure you might be interested in seeing. But Series 4 running on empty. Here's your Ford F-100. Seems to have the typical issue with the bed tilt. Still a nice looking truck. I like these wheels and tires in red better than I do chrome. The chrome just always seem to have flash. Major flashing issues. This next one, let's see here. Next one is sick. I love this casting. You just don't get stuff like this from any other brand. 2500 Power Wagon with the STP decos. And it's almost like a Gulf colored base coat. But man, this thing is so dope. I love the wheels and tires. I love the tooling. Really nice roller. Really nice roller. Check that thing out. That looks so good. My camera's already acting up. I might split this up into 2 videos because I have 2 sealed cases. Okay. This one here. So the STP truck, as you can see, a lot of nice detail. Lens headlights, painted tail lights. But, I mean, that thing is on point. Really nice truck. So that's also from running on empty Series 4. As is this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not a big fan of this tooling, but I have to say in the package it looks really good. It looks like it has potential to be my favorite Nissan Z that they put out. Because I haven't seen it with these wheels and tires, and I do like it. It's still just off to me. I don't think there's anything that they're going to be able to do to get this thing right. They're just like, they would just have to do a complete overhaul. But I do like this one, I think, the best of the 4 that I have now. I like these wheels and tires. It's just a goofy looking car. It's just not right. It's a shame because, you know, so much potential. The 510, I think, will be a lot better. See, from this angle, it doesn't look terrible. It's just that side angle. That rear, the wheel wells don't look right, and the proportions don't seem right. Like the greenhouse doesn't look right. It just, I don't know, it just looks silly to me, almost cartoonish. Alright, so we're going to crack open, first and foremost, the it's a sealed case, or at least I think it is. It's supposed to be. I know that I'm not going to get a green machine. Oh yeah, it looks like it's untouched. So I'll just do these one at a time. I've been looking forward to these. Oh yeah, wow. Wow, 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 that looks so sick. Okay, so here is the first look on my channel at a new tooling from Greenlight. It looks so much better in person than it did from the sample photos. So if that's any indication, I think we're going to be in good shape with the 510. Because I think those sample photos look better than the Ford GT. You know, these sample photos look kind of suspect to me a little bit. Wow, that thing is freaking amazing. That is amazing. Is that my new favorite Greenlight tooling? That might be. That is unbelievable. Check it out. That stance looks balls on. That thing looks so right. Holy cow, that is sick. That is so awesome. Comment below, what do you guys think? This is the newest tooling. I got some other new toolings coming up in the video too. If I don't split up the video, which I'm seriously contemplating doing. Oh, this thing is just unbelievable. I mean, it is... Look at that. Lensed headlights, lensed taillights. This is nicer than the Auto World Ford GT. I know that they're different. I know one of them is 50 years old. That is unbelievably nice. I am blown away by how nice this casting is. I do see one thing on it that, as I look at this other one I have ready to go, that might be a little bit of an issue, but it's barely noticeable. It's a nice roller. I love these wheels. That is just incredible. That is such a sick car. I was only going to grab one or two of these. I am so glad I bought the case. Look at that thing. Holy cow. We finally have a Greenlight exotic. Finally. Look at how sick that thing looks. This is going to keep moving along. Oh my god. So sick. This might be one of those toolings where I have to go after every one. That is just... You guys have got to get these. These cars are mind-boggling how nice they are. Look at the wheels on it. Look at behind the wheels. You can see the rotor. And then in the back, you have the engine detail. These things are freaking sick. Look at the stance. It just looks so on point. Lensed headlights, lensed taillights, metal body, metal base, rubber tires. I'm not a big fan of the wheels on this next one. Both of these are nice rollers. Here's the next one. Probably my least favorite of the three so far. So this is a 6-car set. And they are impressive. There is no doubt that these things are... They are nice. All you die-cast, all you Greenlight collectors, die-cast collectors, this thing smashes the Hot Wheels, which it should. But even like the... Even the Hot Wheels, like the adult collectible ones, like the Entertainment from the Forza or whatever, these are just way, way, way nicer. Here it is in yellow. I'll probably save that one for last. So here we go. No green machines. I'm going to have to pick a favorite. I don't know which one. I don't know which one to pick for my favorite. I think I do. These last two are going to be... By the way, this is in no particular order. This is just the order I took them out. Here's a black one. This is the one that has a little bit of a wheel issue, but it feels like just a tire issue. Well, I don't know. It's not too bad, but that, I mean, that just looks sick. These wheels, that's got to be a new wheel tooling from Greenlight, as well as the car. Because we haven't seen these wheels yet, as far as I know. And these wheels are going to look really good on probably a handful of castings. Now, Greenlight, I talk a lot of smack about Auto World's wheels. Greenlight, they have a lot of different wheels, but a lot of them aren't very good. But I do like what they try to do, where they try to give you an OEM look, but they keep the wheels, even if it's a prototypical wheel for a different car, they keep them generic enough that they can use them on other toolings if they have to. So here's the last one. This one might be the most popular just because of the color. It's the kind of unofficial Golf. It's not an officially licensed car, Golf car, but it is the Golf colors. My favorite, I like the red and white. I actually like all of them. I mean, I'd say the red and white or this one would probably be my favorites. I don't know though, it's really hard to tell. So because I was doing this video, because I knew I was going to be doing it, I brought this one out. Now, keep in mind, these are all, the Auto World is straight up true to scale, 1:64, and the Greenlights are really close. Not quite, I wouldn't say true, but pretty close. So there's your Auto World. I think it's a 1965, or maybe it's a 67. I don't really remember what year. Might be a 67, but it's your vintage Ford GT40, and then there's your 2017 Ford GT40. That was a case, and like I said, I was only going to grab like one or two of these, but I'm very, very happy that I got the set, or the case. Totally awesome. Just totally awesome. Now, with this Auto World, it's one of the few toolings that they use insert lensed headlights on. So these really complement each other very nicely. But one thing you will notice, they are pretty close to scale. We know the Auto World is true scale. Greenlight's really close, but you can see how much larger the 2017 is. Both cars won Le Mans, so that's something that is pretty prestigious, and both cars did it. These new ones are, I mean, any Ford GT, you know, if you have $500,000, it's a good investment to make, because what is Leno? He paid what, $400,000 for his 2005. I think it's worth like $1.5 million maybe. Pretty good side by side there. I don't know. They're both very nice. Very, very nice execution from Greenlight. I mean, that right there is total sickness. Love it. Okay, so I'm only 15 minutes in, so let's go ahead and continue with the video. I think it'll be easier than breaking it up, because I have other stuff. There will be other videos tomorrow. So let's continue on and let's crack open this case of, it's a factory seal case. of Series 19 Hollywood. And there are some new toolings in this set too. So let's take a look and see what we get. Really, in this set, there's only two that I'm really looking for, that I wanted. Okay, so this one's pretty dope. I like these modern cars. We have a from John Wick 2011 Dodge Charger. I'm gonna cut it open here. Sorry guys, I should have probably had all these open and like cracked and ready to go, but I have only done, I think, one or two other sealed case crackings on the channel, and this was an opportunity to do two of them. So anyways, there you go, 2011 Dodge Charger. I love the tooling. I'm not a fan of the wheels. I do like how it's murdered out. Makes for a very nice look. And I do like the modern cars that Greenlight puts out. Okay, this is easily, hands down, my least favorite. It's just awful because it's not even a Greenlight tooling. Although, this one looks like it might be a little bit nicer than the last one that came out in the Hollywood Hitch and Tow. It's that Shelby GT500 from Gas Monkey. I like the car. I like the Mustang GT convertible with the BF Goodrich all-terrains and the spare tire on the back and the roll bar. It's just the fact that Greenlight uses a Shelby Collectibles tooling that really irks me, because their toolings are just junk compared to the Greenlight toolings. But this one looks to have a much nicer quality paint. It's more of a metallic flake. The back end seems to have a little bit more refined detail. I'll start with that. I don't have the other one out. It's actually, that's put away. Otherwise, I'd grab it. But I think this one does look better than the other one. But, I mean, there you go. You already have that issue with that rocker panel stripe being crooked, because this casting does have opening doors. Being a Shelby collectible casting, it has the ugliest windshield, the ugliest side view mirror. Greenlight does a pretty decent job of making it look presentable, but it's still a junky tooling. So, whatever, it is what it is. Okay, this one here is one of the new toolings that I was really looking forward to. So we're going to get into this one right now. From Charlie's Angels, this is Jill Monroe's 1976 Ford Mustang II Cobra II. Johnny Lightning did this tooling, and they did, I think, a maybe slightly above average job on it. I mean, it wasn't a great casting, but at the time, you know, I don't think Hot Wheels did it, and if they did, it was, you know, Johnny Lightning was the brand at that time, if you liked premium detailed stuff. But I can already tell you that this thing is so much nicer than the Johnny. But I do see some things with this that could be potential issues. They could actually end up being M2 type of issues. So it looks like we have a lot of extra pieces with the front and rear bumper, the front and rear spoiler. There's 4 additional pieces right there. But it looks dope. Where I think this is way better than the Johnny is with the scale and the proportions. The stance is better. It just looks so much more realistic. It looks like a more authentic replica of the car. It's a sick little casting. I actually like it quite a bit. I like that Cobra on the quarter panel. It's a nice rolling car. There's your back end detail. No lenses, but pretty decent, what look to be Tampo taillights. I love the wheels and tires. Those look great. Front end looks really good. Nice little tooling. Nice little tooling from Greenlight. Most of the time, I'm happy with the tooling. It's rare that you get one like the Nissan Z, where it's just awful. You know, that doesn't happen very often. That one I'm going to save for last. We'll do this one next. So this one, I think I have every release of this casting, which, by the way, just came out a couple months ago. It's been out in Black Bandit now. It's been out in Hot Pursuit a bunch of times. This is its second appearance in Hollywood. The first time was for Hunter. And here we have it for the Terminator, 1977 Dodge Monaco. This is what? Metropolitan Police. There's a slight smudge there on the door. Not too bad. I love the light bar on this. I really dig this casting. I think it's an awesome casting. It's a really nice tooling. So, very well done. I really like the light bar on it, though. That vintage 1970s into the 1980s. When I was growing up, those were the light bars you saw on cop cars. So that's a cool car. Oh, so we have two more. This one, oh, I did get a greenie. How about that? It's a low number too, number 15. I'm gonna have to keep this one in the package. Sorry, guys. Not gonna open it yet, but here you go. From John Wick 2. This is number 15. So it's a really nice low number. I have a yellow cab green machine that's super rare. It's number 5. It's almost impossible to find. So this one, it'll go nice with that. Now this one does have a topper on it, which I think my yellow cab does too, actually. Well, that's pretty sweet. I was not planning on getting a green machine. This right here shows me that my source that I'm buying these from is totally legit. And that is just awesome. I'm going to keep that in the package. I'll try to show you guys some of the details in the package, because a couple of details that these Crown Vics are known for is in the headlights and taillights. They do a tampo over the paint, something Auto World has adopted, and it gives it a very, very nice, realistic look. And one thing I noticed on this, the taillights on this are a metallic red, and a lot of times you don't see that on the Crown Vic. You just see like a gloss red. So this is definitely a nicer look. That is sick. I'm definitely happy to have that. That's a nice score. I'll have to send a picture off to those guys and thank them. So that does leave us one more. And this one I was so stoked about, that this is the one where I actually got I got an extra one. So what do we got? Number 3806 and 4330. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I open. I guess I just want to try to open the one that looks like it's going to roll the best. You guys ever find yourselves in that situation? what I would, if you have two of one casting and you're going to open one with Greenlight, the one thing I would really look at before you crack one is see if one of them has a base that's mounted off center. Sometimes they're kind of cattywampus. So I would keep the cattywampus one in the package, and I would open the mint one. In this case, though, they both really look identical. I don't see anything. Another issue that I've seen a lot of with this van online is I've seen a lot of those visors falling off in the package. So that's something else you're going to want to look for. But this thing, I mean, just look at this van. This thing is unbelievable. It is going to smash the Hot Wheels version of the van. Which it should. I mean, it should, because it's... Hang on, this text messages. Sorry, I'm boring you all, but hopefully the die cast to keep you interested. Anyways, without further ado, it's 6 in one, half dozen in the other. I guess the next thing you'd want to look at is the package condition, and if all things on the casting are equal, at that point, then you'd probably want to open the one that has the worst packaging. And in this case, this one here, clearly the packaging has more issues. So that's good. That makes it a little bit easier for me. I don't keep a lot of sealed duplicates. I only have the V8 Interceptor with the air package, the air card, and I have the Starsky and Hutch, and then I have a couple of green machines, and that's it. Most everything else I crack open. With the A-Team van, because of its size and because of the extra pieces that are on it, you definitely want to be careful when you open it and take it out of the package. Just treat it delicately and you'll be fine. This thing is super heavy. It's at least as heavy, probably more heavy than the Chevy van. This thing is so dope. It's really wide. It's a lot wider than the Hot Wheels. It's a lot wider than the other Greenlight vans. That is killer, man. Nice roller. I was a little worried about that. I opened a nice one. I mean, that thing rolls really nice. I love the wheels. It's another new wheel tooling. That just looks great. I've got the Hot Wheels Retro Entertainment, which is a really nice, it's actually a really nice die-cast car. But this one is still quite a bit nicer. But you got to be careful with this one because the spoiler is an extra piece. The lights on top are extra separate pieces. The push bar is a separate piece. The visor is a separate piece. So you have to be extra careful with it. But, I mean, come on, look at that thing. You all gotta have this in your collection. That is dope looking. That was a hell of a night of diecast right there. So, I'm gonna try to do what I usually do real quick here, because we're half hour in, and I know y'all are probably getting bored. I will be back tomorrow night, hopefully. If not, it'll be Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday, so whatever packages you don't get tomorrow, it's going to be middle of the week. So hopefully my package shows up tomorrow, and then I'll do a video tomorrow night. There's some cool stuff in that package as well, so You know, one thing I noticed about these, I'm going to have to show you guys that. These 4 GTs, the back end, well, this one doesn't really do it. Some of them kind of flip up right there. You can see that seam right there separating the bumper, and they almost kind of flap up a little bit. So be careful of that. You have to remember, these are premium detailed cars. There's a lot of parts in them. These aren't really made and meant to be played with. They're more made as collectible models. So just keep that in mind. But these cars are they're worth getting. I promise you that. That is a heck of a night right there. I really couldn't be happier. I think the only thing that would have made me happier is to get either the Mustang 2 or the Vandura as the green machine. But I'll take the Crown Vic. I do like my Crown Vic green machines. I've got a handful of them, so pretty dope on that. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You all have a great weekend, and hopefully I will be back soon with some more diecast.